it is the first place where Viking graves were found. Those two rocks, one is called the Giant and the other one is called the Witch, and the legend says that they are basically, we are not letting the weather stop us. So I am going to. One of them had a population of just 19 people. It felt like we were literally the last humans on Earth. Hello everyone, this is the 5th day in the Faroe Islands. If you haven't watched the other videos from here, make sure you check them out because we've explored a lot of beautiful places. And anyways, if you find my videos interesting and you want to see more, make sure you like this video and subscribe, that would help me a lot. Anyways, right now we are at Fossá Waterfall. You can see it behind me. It is way bigger than you can see in the video behind me, and I will show you in a minute. I wanted to tell you that it has been snowing a lot in the past 24 hours. For example, you can see there is a lot of snow on the top of the mountains all around the island so far where we drove, so that's quite interesting. It was also snowing here when we got out of the car, but now it stopped. Let's explore around because this area is really pretty. So Fossá, the one that I'm showing you right now, is one of the most famous waterfalls in the Faroe Islands, but still it has just a few reviews on Google Maps because not a lot of people come here. But me personally, I'm doing this entire Faroe Islands series just to convince you to come here because in my opinion it is 100% worth it. But anyways, as you can see, this waterfall is partially hidden after the rocks, so basically when you drive away from it, you will see it is so much bigger than what you actually see in this video. So this is really impressive. And another very important thing here is that once there is a lot of rain in this area, this waterfall will become so much bigger. So basically there was one day when it rained so much that all those hills became mini waterfalls, and the actual waterfalls that were pretty big before, they were huge. Now we are at Tjørnuvík. You can see it right now on the screen. It is a super small village located pretty close to the Fossá Waterfall, and you can see that there are just a few houses around here, but the most interesting thing about this village is that it is one of the oldest in the Faroe Islands, and it is the first place where Viking graves were found, which means that Vikings used to live here, and I will talk about this a little bit later. We are now in a small town called Tjørnuvík or something like this, and there is a small black sand beach with huge waves here, and this town is really beautiful from the hill, from the top. You can also see it from the street. You can randomly stop in some places close to the street that are marked where you can stop. It's really cold outside. The wind is very strong. This is why we are staying right now in the car. We are getting a little bit warmed up in the car before going outside because it is freezing cold right now. It's September 2024. I don't know when I will post this video, but just so you know, in September it can be good weather or it can be really cold weather, so be prepared. Get a lot of wool clothing if you are traveling outside summer months. Anyways, I will show you around the town. So far we see this from the car, so it's already really pretty, and I also have a view of the waves and the beach in front of me, and the waves are huge. So you can see the beautiful view of the cliff and the road where we drove, and here are the waves that right now are very calm. I don't know why they are so calm right now. They were much bigger like 2 minutes ago, but anyways, there are toilets and some shops around here, the town, and a huge parking lot. So soon we will arrive at a text board that I filmed where it says about a legend. So basically, if you see those two rocks there far away, one is called the Giant and the other one is called the Witch, and the legend says that they are basically pulling the Faroe Islands into Iceland, which is a pretty interesting legend. But anyways, you can see that the weather has changed a lot suddenly. We're seeing lots of rain and snow, so this is absolutely normal in the Faroe Islands. We just accept the fact that the weather changes in a matter of seconds. But anyways, we are not letting the weather stop us. So I am going to just explore this little beautiful town and show you everything. Anyways, you can see right now on the screen the text board that I was telling to you about, and you can also read more about the town and about the legend and about a beautiful hike that you can do from here. But anyways, coming back to the legend, basically there are a lot of legends all around the Faroe Islands. We visited a lot of places that had specific legends about that specific area, and I have talked about it in my previous videos, so if you're curious about that, I'm recommending you to check them out because there are a few pretty interesting and funny legends about sorcerers and about Vikings. But anyways, you can see the waves were super crazy around here, probably because of the weather and all the wind, but at least there is not that much fog, so you can see a little bit more clearly the rocks on the left side. But anyways, right now on the screen you can see Mike that was going on the beach all alone just to have a little bit of fun. And I am wondering, you saw that this town is super small and there is basically almost nobody here, so would you live here or would it be too lonely for you? Leave it down below in the comments. I'm really curious about that. In one of my previous videos we also explored some very similar towns that seem forgotten, and one of them had a population of just 19 people, if you can believe me, so that was quite an experience. But anyways, I also went with Mike on the beach right now, and the view from here was so beautiful. It felt like we were literally the last humans on earth, and we just stayed there and relaxed, listened to the sound of the waves, and you can see that the weather calmed down. We were able to finally see the sky, and this is another proof that literally we are experiencing in the Faroe Islands different seasons in a matter of minutes, which is quite interesting. But anyways, now that the video has come to an end, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like it and also to subscribe. That would help me a lot, and I will keep on doing videos if I know that they are appreciated. And if you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below in the comments. I will answer to each one of them, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!